What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Want to thank my sponsor, Steel Supplements. Link discount code down in the description. Also, Glance LED. I talk about it every video. Literally going to change the way you watch sports, movies, just about anything in your life. You want to stay up to date on news, stocks, weather, not just sports, but you're going to get live, real-time updates from NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL. All you have to do, plug the unit and connect it to the internet. Tell it what you want to see, and it is going to keep you up to date with a glance. Best price in the pinned comment. Let's take a look at this image right here. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Before I get into this, every year I do a video like this that proves to you EA is lying to you. They're deceiving you right to your face. And generally, I'm pretty diplomatic. I say, listen, hopefully they can get it together. No one should lose their job. It's a tough economy. I'm changing my stance this year. People deserve to be fired for this. Clint Oldenburg specifically, you do not deserve to have a job any longer because you do not respect your customer and you lie to our face. And I'm going to show that to you in this video. When have you ever seen a scenario where three players are back to back to back trying to tackle a ball carrier that has two offensive blockers back to back? That's Madden. That's been Madden. A disrespectful game to the legacy of the late great coach. And let's talk a little bit about X's and O's. Let's talk about this run play. Okay, I'm going to show you run and I'm going to show you pass. And this play here is pretty simple. You know, if you look at it, you can either bounce to the outside or to the gap. And this is all AI. This is not me playing, but this player right here is what breaks this. The flash of that helmet coming inside should have been what alerted the halfback in real life to bounce to the outside. They also have a lot of players here in a really tight area and in a line. But Clint Oldenburg, this is why I singled you out. This is you, right? Clint Oldenburg here representing the American football gameplay team. That's you, right, big boy? Former offensive practice lineman, that's you. You're talking about ball carriers, going to anticipate, brace for impact, right? Intelligent and aware. Let's take a look, right? Here's the ball carrier. Here is going to be the tackler. And for realism, we're going to call this player Clint, okay? Clint's going to lose his block right away. And the tackler's going to turn into the lane. Now, again, going to bring it back up. As the defender side, constantly reevaluating potential tackles on every frame until the collision based on how both players have deviated their poses. Let's take a look at this tackling. Because to me, this looks pretty bad. I don't see a lot of awareness. I don't see a lot of deviation. I see a lot of players just colliding, offensively and defensively. I actually see a tackle that gets made through a lineman, if we're being completely honest. How can you simulate football this way? How can you have a game where essentially it's just crash test dummies, for lack of a better term? It's all players running together. And I understand things do happen. Players do run into each other. There is, quote, friendly fire, but it certainly doesn't look this bad. And you can't tell me that we have players reevaluating tackles or being aware or scanning the field or making all these decisions. But what I will tell you is one thing that EA loves to sell you is post-play animations, because it's so easy. After a horrible play like this, understand number 13 here goes into a celebration. I don't know why, because if you look on the other side of the field, you're going to see a Washington player goes into a celebration as well. So both players are celebrating this. That's the animations we're truly working on. But as I said, we're going to move forward. We're going to talk about targeting logic, blocking schemes, strategy mechanics, and one of my favorites, Clint, this is you. Over 500 new animations across all block types. So let's take a look, the same exact game. Let's take a look at the blocking a former practice lineman puts in this game, over 10 years of him working, by the way. And I just want to start off by saying this is pretty basic. We have 4 linemen rushing. We have 5 offensive players and a halfback here to protect. And we're going to call number 71, what are we going to call? We'll call him Clint, just to keep things, sequential from one play to the next. We'll call him Clint. Let's take a look at how Clint runs into the halfback. This is bad programming logic. This is logic where the halfback is setting the depth of the pocket, and now the defensive end can come around the corner. I'm not saying players don't run to each other. I'm saying this is bad logic to have the halfback run that far forward. I just want to go back here and focus again. 500 new animations. If you scroll down, impact blocks, get engage, reach blocks, and more. This is what they're selling us. When we have the game, a halfback is face to face with a defensive end. Where is the animation, Clint? Where is the improved logic, Clint? I'm asking you. Because I don't see a whole lot of football games, maybe you did when you were getting cut, where you can look at the quarterback that you're trying to defend. And let's zoom out here. It's not just the halfback. It's all the way across the board. All of these offensive players that had one additional helmet to block the defense, all looking at the quarterback. And of course, what's going to happen? I mean, it's calamity. But again, we're talking about logic, right? Why would the quarterback be holding the ball like this if he is anticipating a hit? But let's keep our eye on Clint. I'm going to circle Clint. I want you to watch Clint really carefully here, because Clint actually gets the first hit on the quarterback. And Clint actually gets the ball pulled through him, because that's realism. That's the game he's worked so hard on. Clint actually aids in the tackle that he is supposed to be preventing. Madden 25. Constantly trying to make the game better, constantly selling you an improved game. And this is the garbage that we get. I just want you to look. We're going to focus just on this side. And again, think of how simple this logic is to program, how high up a halfback should run to try to aid in blocking or run a route. And once they're connected, should there not be a block that's happening if the halfback can be aware enough to understand the objective is to not have the offensive lineman halfway in the air trying to protect the quarterback. I mean, literally, Clint is on a plane, feet off the ground, trying to block for a quarterback that he ran into and then is now allowing to be sacked, while another lineman stands there and looks on. The only NFL simulation game in the marketplace today, and this is how your running and your passing logic works. I want you to look at it from this angle. This may be the worst angle, honestly, because now we can see how inept this line is. There is no excuse. I know I've probably said that 3 or 4 times, but honestly, there's points where you just run out of words for how bad this game is. You cannot be good at Madden and also understand football. This play has nothing to do with X's and O's, other than when we're mocking Clint. This play should never happen if you're trying to simulate football. If you've truly sat down and you've learned how to program a game and you understand the fundamentals of football, this play never gets out of the beta. And for all the people, and I've already seen you there today, oh my God, it's the early release of this game. This guy wants perfect. They're going to fix it. They haven't fixed this in years. They should not be charging people to play the game early in this state. That technically, I don't even believe would be legal, because at that point, you're basically paying for someone to play an alpha or a beta build when you're selling them a pre-release, the ability to play the game early. Not play the game in an unfinished state, mind you. Play the game early. But we all see when we do that just how broken this game is, and because of that, there is no way that I will not be back in the week with more commentary.